Hello everyone, welcome back to the map of mathematics. In this video we are going to solve this nice algebra problem, and here we have, or in this question I can just check that which one of these numbers is larger or bigger. So here we have 1.005 and its whole power 200, and the other number is only 2, so we can compare these two numbers. So the very first thing we are going to do is, here first I can rewrite this term as, when you can open these term, I can just compare here 1.005 and its whole power 200 versus 2. I can write this 2 as, because I can write this 2 in the form of 400 over 200, because 400 over is equals to 2. So now I can just compare here these two values. I can write here 2, or 2 is equals to 400 over 200. So now first I can explain about the first value. So I can take here the first value, and it is 1.005 and its whole power 200. So when you can open the when you can remove this decimal point, then you will be written this equation as 1005 over 1000. I can just write this decimal point by 1 and take all the 0 in the next terms, and we write it as 200, its whole power. So that now I can explain this one, and again I can write this equation as 1000 plus 5 over 1000 and its whole power 200. And now I can just separate these two terms, and you write 1000 over 1000 plus 5 over 1000 and its whole power 200. It is equals to, here you see that these are gone, and 5 2s are 10 and 200. So here you get 1 plus 1 over 200 and its whole power 200. So that you can say about, just we find the value of 1.005 and its whole power 200 is equals to 1 plus 1 over 200 and its whole power 200. So if you can open this exponent though, so this exponent means that just like this, 1 plus 1 over 200, 1 plus 1 over 200 multiplied by 1 plus 1 over 200 plus, and multiplied by, and so on, 1 plus 1 over 200. So it means that these factors are multiplied by 200 times. 200 times. I can just explain this concept by in this form. If you can write 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2, so it means that here you can multiply 2 by 4 times. I can write it as 2 is multiplied by 4 times, or in other words you can write it as 2 to the power of 4. So this means that you can multiply this 2 as 4 times. Similarly, here you have 1 plus 1 over 200 power 200. It means that you can multiply this factor by 200 times. Okay, so that now I can simplify the second value, and our second value is just 2, and we can write 2 is equals to 400 over 200. So that now I can move the next value, and after that I can compare its answers. So here you have 2 is equals to 400 over 200, and we can write this 400 over 200 as 201 over 200 times 202 over 201 times 203 over 200 two times and up to so on, multiplied by 399 over 398 times 400 over 399. So here you just focus on these terms, and here you see that this 201 is cancelled by this one, this 202 cancelled by this one, this 203 cancelled by the next one, and these are cancelled by next. It means that all these terms are cancelled out except this 200 and 400. It means that you can write this 400 over 200 as in this form, because all these terms are cancelled and you just get only this term and this term, so that we can write this in this form. And so that now we can just a little bit explain these terms. So here you have 201 over 200, we will write it as 1 plus 1 over 200. Similarly, we can write this 202 over 201 as 1 plus 1 over 201. Similarly, you can write this term as 1 plus 1 over 202, and up to so on. You can write this term as 1 plus 1 over 398, and you write finally this term as 1 plus 1 over 300, 1 plus 1 over 399. Okay, so you can write all these factors in this form. And now we compare this term. The left hand side is 1.005 and it's 200, and this term its left hand side is 2. We can just compare these two sides, right hand side of these two equations. And here I can use the nice fact. So first I can explain this fact. You know that if you have A over B is less than A over C, if B is greater than C, it means that the terms, if you can compare two terms in which the denominator of first term is greater than the denominator of second term and its numerators are same, and its denominator of first term is greater than the denominator of second term, so the first term is less than the second term. And now you compare here, these two denominators are equal, so I can just start the next term here. If you can see here, the denominator of this term is 200 and the denominator of this term is 201, and its numerators are same. So here I can say that 1 plus the term whose denominator is greater is lesser than the other term. So it means that the term 1 plus 1 over 201 is less than 1 plus 1 over 200. Similarly, you can compare the next term, and in the next term again you have 1 over 200, and the next term you have 202. So you can just tells us that in the next term is 1 plus 1 over 202 is less than 1 plus 1 over 200. Similarly, you can compare all the terms, and you compare all terms and you can say the final result as, if you can compare all these terms according to this, you see that all the terms of 2 is lesser than all the terms of 1.005 and its whole power 200. Okay, you can say that all the terms of 2 is less than all the terms of this. So this is less than this is less than this term is less than this term is less than this, and similarly this term is less than this term. So finally we conclude that the terms of 1.005 and its whole power 200 is greater than the terms of 2. Okay, so it means that our final conclusion about these two numbers is that 1.005 and its whole power 2 is greater than 2. So this is our final answer, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.